Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. We're on episode number 51 of Let's Play Austrian Arrogance. So we're doing fantastic now. We've got, still have 5 cardinals that are loyal. We've got all of them on board for the next wave. No missions selected because the missions are all stupid. And so we're not going to do them. We can establish, we do the Anti-Piracy Act. Better relations over time. That sounds awesome. Yeah, sweet. And we could also embrace the Counter-Reformation. But we already have everything converted. There's like nothing else that needs to be converted, so seems kind of silly. I was looking around at this. The Hanza has a whole bunch of stuff they shouldn't have. Like Brunswick considers this to be a core. Brunswick. This one they should have. That's fine. Bremen. Lüneburg. Hamburg. Like there's just... The Hanza's out of control. We need to attack the Hanza. And I believe I have a CB against them as well. I should. Yeah, Imperial Liberation versus the Hanza. So, we're going to wait till we get a diplomat back, then we're going to take a look at some of our options. People have canceled access, because they always do that when I load up the game. And these guys I seem to have positioned over here against you for some reason. We have a truce, though, so we're not doing that. Now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to attack the Hanza. Military, armies, Is it the Hanza? Probably. Yeah, the Hanza, 19,000, so we can easily beat them. I know we can build stuff. We have tons of money. Why don't I build stuff? Let's build stuff. Temples. Some people have been mentioning that I should probably make temples. The only reason I haven't made temples is because for ideas, religious ideas is an administrative thing, and we're only one more away from getting reinforced speed plus 30, increased chance of new heir plus 50, and tolerance of heretics plus 2, and better relations over time plus 100. So I don't want to spend admin points on temples until after that's done. As far as armories, though, I'm all for armories. This is giving me the option to build it, so that must mean that there are some available, yes? Am I just missing it? Why would you even allow me to select that? Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay, so I guess we build an armory there. Barracks. Everywhere. Oh gosh, barracks, yes please. Costs 100 gold. 50 manpower, local regiment cost. Look at all this, yeah. 55, 55. Let's do everywhere that's 55 first. Ooh, and 60. That adds up, man. And we have all that. We had all that money. There's nothing else to spend it on. There's always stuff you could spend it on. You could hire mercenaries and just go crazy with mercenaries. So we have the Spirit Diplomat. Let's take a look at our options with you. So I'm guessing you're probably in the damn coalition against me. Of course you are. So if we attack the Hanza, then that's bad. So first off, let's go ahead. Oh, we actually have 57. Should we do this? Close to being able to do that. Let's bestow Imperial Grace here since we're already over 50. That'll help make them like us a little bit better. Then we'll send them some money, try to get them neutral. And then maybe, just maybe, they'll leave the coalition. Then I can attack them. Military reform. Johann I has begun a thorough revision of our country's military structure. While officers are still drawn from the nobility, the peasants and the townspeople are conscripted into the other ranks. Regular drilling has been introduced and a powerful fleet established, together with hundreds of battleships, galleys, and other crafts. Wow! Gain 200 military power, morale of armies plus 20%. This lasts for 5 years. Or we can only reform the Navy, or we can reform both. This is such a good event. I love it. Well, clearly, in our situation, I feel like the way to go is definitely military. Let's just check, though, to see. Like, I think we're ahead of time. It might make sense to actually do reform the Navy. Lower the cost of Diplotech and get caught up on it. The diplomatic power. On the other hand, if I reform the Navy, or sorry, the Army, I could spend all that military power on more barracks. Actually, no, we're not limited by power, we're limited by money right now. As much as I feel like this is the better option. Morale of armies plus 20% for 5 years. That is so strong. We have to take it. The military tech and the military power are completely not that important, but the 20% increased morale for 5 years, oh my god. We have to take it. There's no question. I mean, look at these guys' morale now. They have 5 morale, and it's the year 1535. It's insane. And we're not even Defender of the Faith right now. Yes, we are. I knew that. So yeah, morale of armies 5.11. Very strong. Incredibly strong. We have 82 army tradition. It's pretty damn good. Okay, so we need to continue to improve relations with you. Maybe we send you a gift next. You're pretty cheap to bribe, right? 50 gold? Sounds fine. Leave the damn coalition. I need to attack you. I have 3 spare diplomats at the moment. Let's find some of the other coalition members and improve relations with them. Württemberg, you know, we could totally fix that relationship pretty quickly. Okay, who else? Lorraine's pretty upset with me. Enforced religious unity. You know, it happens. Can improve relations with you. What's the other, what are the other guys? So what are you up to? Those are doing that. Frankfurt, Saxe-Lauenburg, Hesse. So we're just improving relations all around. I like to keep 1 spare diplomat. And how about we take half the artillery over there. And maybe we give a single one to you. Just to balance them out a bit better. This one's still huge compared to the others. Actually, this one's going to reinforce pretty well. It's 19 regiments. We got 14 regiments there and 20 regiments. They're about equal. We're still 12,600 manpower in debt. Just gained the Imperial Liberation CB against Saxony. I don't believe we have a truce with Saxony. No, we don't. Demand unlawful territory. They're outraged. If they did that, I believe that makes it my land. Because I remember one time I played as Venice and they demanded me to release something and then Austria took it. I don't want it myself. I want to release them. So, your allies are the Teutonic Order and Mainz. That's the other thing I could do. I could try to weasel my way into a war by declaring war on one of the Hanza's allies. But no, it's a coalition. That's the problem. Coalition, I can't negotiate separate pieces. Let's just see. Are you part of the coalition? Doesn't appear to be. So they're allied with the Teutonic Order and Mainz. And you are also... No, you're the right religion. Okay. Sounds like a pretty acceptable war. We'll just march our way over there with our massive, massive morale, massive armies, stupendously strong commanders. Everything about us is better than they are. And Serbia's decided to insult me. Okay. You're on chase duty. And we picked up another cardinal. Cool. Let's vote for the one that France is trying to take now. Just keep them all on deck. Our royal marriage with Cleves has ended. Okay, so we're going to chase you there too. Looks like we obliterated that whole army. So we'll come head back now into there. Obliterated that army. Let's detach a siege. Castile's trying to take my cardinal. No surprise there, right? And now we're sitting on pretty much all of your land, right? You do have a few people who are involved. Can't negotiate with Hesse since they're a vassal or a lesser unit. We could break their vassalage. Couldn't we? Probably need to siege it first. Now, before we win this war, though, I'd like to enact this. And apparently we can't do that. I should have tried to... shoot. I should have enacted the war before... Sorry, enacted the next reform before declaring another war. That was a mistake. Because now we're not going to get an optimal... We're going to end up wasting some power. I'll just have to do some more bestowed Imperial Grace to get some value out of it, since we're going to go over 50 by quite a bit. Releasing Thuringia, or whoever else is in here, it's going to be worth quite a bit of points, I think. So let's see. We're at war with all this. Let's see who else we can negotiate with. Mainz is here. Mainz appears to only have one real province. They have allies, they don't have any vassals. If we sued them for peace, there's really not much we could even do to them. Except for just make them annul treaties. We don't need prestige, so getting them to do anything. I could just go siege them and then take money from them. I guess we do that. The Teutonic Order, way up here, is not part of the Holy Roman Empire. We could return cores to Poland, Kurland, Novgorod. Novgorod's pretty tiny. They're also Orthodox. Returning cores doesn't really make sense to me. And finally Hesse. Hesse was their vassal. But Hesse has land, surely, but they're not supposed to. Cologne, yeah. Well, I think what happened was Cologne attacked Hesse and then had a chance to vassalize it. Cologne is, yeah, this guy. I think that they took that, vassalized, or not vassalized, cored it, but they really aren't supposed to have it. But I could go siege it and then force that out, just to make these guys all weaker. Let's first off go to Mainz. Actually, that's already being sieged, so we'll go to here. We're missing an advisor. Yearly inflation reduction sounds pretty good. National tax modifier. Was it this one? Can't recall which one it was that I'm supposed to... I guess it was this one. Actually, I might as well siege both. New Pope! Seems like there's always a new Pope, doesn't it? Peace offer. They will release Thuringia. That is one of the things that I want. Do I really want much more than that? I mean, I was going to try to take some money from that guy, but we have to wait for that siege to finish. I'm just curious if there's any way we could break off your vassalage. Like, why is that not even an option? Cancel vassals. I feel like I should be able to get that. You can also get more than what you're offering, so we'll say no. Let's siege Hesse, and maybe we have to actually have them fully sieged before we can break vassals. I don't know. Contribute our Jorg here. See if he can speed that siege along with some of the infantry. The sweating sickness spreads through Wien. A virulent disease that kills peasants, clergy, merchants, and nobles within hours of infection spreads quickly through your capital, creating widespread panic and death. I spend every effort to limit its effects, or I flee the city. Well, money comes by pretty quickly these days. Diplomatic power I don't really want to lose. I'd rather lose to spend the money. We might not even go into debt next month, just because the income actually exceeds the debt. Würzburg has declared war on Saxony. Würzburg has claims? I wish I could see your claims. Okay, there we go. I could return that land to Würzburg. And actually, is that what I understand it to be? Würzburg apparently cored Mainz. I don't want Mainz to become gone, though. So I don't want that, but I don't mind weakening Saxony. I want them all to be as small and weak as possible. Guess we pick up this technology, yeah? We're already at 100%. We have 6 cardinals. Wow. Talk about papal influence. Look at all that papal influence that I gained from having controlled cardinals. Or wait, no. I'm sorry. You don't gain it from controlled cardinals. You gain it from... I'm talking about legitimacy. Controlled cardinals plus 1 legitimacy a year from that. Pretty impressive. And it also lowers tech cost. For some reason. Controlled cardinals minus 5%. Alright, well I'm going to take a break here. I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.